Hey, it's Alubs, and today I'm doing some helpful tips for cold process soap. Because a lot of you, on a lot of my videos, I just go straight into making it. So I want to show you how you insulate and what your safety and items you need. So, right now I'm cutting cardboard the size of my mold. Because when you're cold process soap, if you want to keep your vibrant color, especially if you have really bright colors, if you leave it out for 24 hours when it's drying, the bright colors will get soda ash and will turn pastel-y. And my colors are already pastel, so I don't want them turning into the regular batter color. So I am cutting my box right now. This is so hard. It's fun. So much fun. Alright, cutting. This thing hates me. I want to tear it so bad. Alright, so now that I got sort of part of mine. So, insulating. I will be back talking to you. Okay. So you need a piece of cardboard the size of your mold. And you want to just put it over the mold. You don't want it touching the soap or you're going to ruin your soap. Especially if you do that crazy kind of top. And then, after that, to keep your vibrant colors, you still need to insulate it. You need to wrap it up like a baby. So, what you do is you cover your soap completely. Then when you lift it to take it to its soap rack, or just if you're leaving it where it's at and you still need to insulate, you want to wrap it kind of crazy like. Alright, you can't see what I just did, but you need to insulate it like this. You need to wrap it like a baby. See that? Tip number 2, you need rubbing alcohol. You already need it for melt and pour, but you also need it for cold process soap. You just fell off. Yeah. You need rubbing alcohol because it'll help prevent soda ash on the top, and so when you're insulating, you won't get soda ash, which also takes away your vibrant colors and your special look to your soap. Because when you're trying to get off the soda ash and you have glitter, your glitter is gone. So you want to do that. And when you're doing oxides, pigments, or micas that are powder, I suggest doing powdered colors for your cold process soap. It takes a lot more to make the color, but the liquid colors, when they like set up and stuff, it kind of ruins the color. It looks pretty right and then, but even if you insulate it, the color goes away and turns into an ugly kind of gray color. And I love my purples and blues. Those are like the color I'm in right now, so I don't want to lose those. So make sure you dilute those to keep your colored. So like the oxides and stuff, you want to dilute. Anything powdered, dilute, so you can get that vibrant color a lot better than when it's powdered. Sometimes I don't dilute my micas because sometimes it depends on the mica. I'll let you know if you can or not. I did diluted and not diluted in my lavender one. On my purple, it was just because the diluted one kept mixing with the batter and kept making an uglier brown because my batter was brown. So then I did it dry and it kind of works. If you have like those dark purples and stuff, you might want to not dilute it so it will stay its color and make a prettier color. Tip number 2, you want to get exact on your lime, water, and oils, or your soap will turn into mush and won't ever harden up. I had that. I was like way off, like 2 ounces off on one of my oils, and my bar never set up. So you want to do that. fragrances. You want to fragrance your cold process soaps a lot because the oils, especially the kinds I use, like olive oil and stuff, because it's cheap, because you could get it right at your store, smell olive oil, lavender smelling. I could have used the whole 4-ounce bottle to make it smell like lavender. Even though I said I didn't use a lot, I did, because my oils were pretty stinky that day, because I had almond oil, vegetable oil, olive oil, and that's not a pretty smell, because just olive oil alone is stinky. So I used a lot. So if you're using olive oil, prepare to have a lot of fragrance if you want that rich smelling smell. Next, if you're doing a hard wooden mold, or if you're using freezer paper in your wooden mold, I suggest you line it with sodium lactate, because it helps it harden up the bar, make the bar shinier, and helps that soda ash won't happen, and it helps molding a lot easier when you're using freezer paper or a wooden mold. Sometimes I will put sodium lactate inside of my silicone ones, like these ones, the ones where they pull apart like this, so you can make your round shaped. I may do this so it helps the bar harden up better and conform better. You could also put sodium lactate on the outside or inside your soap along with your oils. Just mix it with your oils. This is the last one. Prepare to make liquid soap. Get potassium hydroxide is to make liquid soap. Sodium hydroxide is to make bars, like we just made in my other video before this one. When the sodium hardens up, it's like salt. You know how salt hardens? That's how I can remember sodium lactate. Sodium is salt, so it helps harden up better. Potassium, I don't know anything really about potassium, but I just remember sodium hydroxide is salt, and salt hardens up, and salt is hard, so that's how I remember what's for what. Yeah, when you're making the soap, you kind of figure out what you're making, but try to remember, because if you use potassium hydroxide to make an 80-ounce pound, try to make a 5-pound in a mold, you're really not, you're putting it in a container, so you'll have a lot of soap. So try to remember which is which so you don't have a lot of soap left over. That's about it. So click like, subscribe, watch all my other videos. You can learn how to make the soap that I just wrapped up. I did it in this shirt, so when you see this shirt, you can tell that I made it in this one. Follow me on Twitter at AnjoSoaps. Leave a comment below in the comment box for a soap idea. It's where a weekly contest for if you put an idea that if I like yours, I'll make a video about it, but I won't take the credit. I'll make sure you get your credit. So just leave a comment below for a soap idea, because I've ran out of a lot of ideas. So I need help. So leave a comment below. Follow me at Twitter at AnjoSoaps. Click like, subscribe. Don't forget about my soap contest. Oh, and if you don't want to make any of the soap that I show you how to make, you can email me at au.queen@yahoo.com, and you could order the soap from me. Or if you don't want to email me and you have Twitter, you can let me know on Twitter, because I post everything that I make on there and how much it is. So it might be easier if you have Twitter to let me know on Twitter. So it's better communication than with my email, because I'm not really on my laptop a lot, but on my phone I have Twitter, so it's easier for me to contact you through Twitter, and whichever is easiest for you, doesn't matter. So do what I just all said. Click like, subscribe, watch all my other videos, learn how to make cold process soap, the one I just wrapped up. Just let you know it starts with a L. And I'll see you later. Bye.